Nadia. Nadia, come on up.
Thank you. I moved to New York City 6 days before 9/11. It was a very tough time for our city and for our country. But we got through it. My mother was in Miami and she said, come back. I just moved here and made a lot of sacrifices. I said no. Because New Yorkers were tough. Because they had vigor. Because they were courageous. We didn't attack one another. We didn't live in fear of one another. We didn't point fingers at one another. We didn't divide one another. We got on the train, we lived our lives, and we moved on. If Giuliani or Pataki had mandated to keep our Muslim citizens from going inside of buildings after 9/11 because they posed a potential threat, millions of New Yorkers would have flooded the streets in protest. The unions would have halted this city in protest. Where are the millions now? Where are the unions now? How many backdoor deals are being made right now? And they're selling us out. If you're paying union dues, go to your leadership, demand them to end this madness, because it could end. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that if we unite, it's gonna be fine. No, it's not. History is rife with examples of how difficult any challenge to government overreach will be. You will incur losses. You should know this right now. If you are not willing to incur those losses, step aside. Don't wait for the next man to join. Don't wait for some community to stand up. We must all stand up as individuals by ourselves. And there will be losses. You need to accept this if this is going to change. In closing, I'd like to share a poem with you. They got deleted off my YouTube channel. Out of all the videos that I posted, that was the one thing that YouTube could not stomach. It's funny because many years ago, Banksy, who's a street artist, once wrote on a mural, if art could change anything, it would be illegal. And he should know. They've been after him for years. And it astounded me that my poem was what got shut down. "15 days, death toll tallies, intubations, lockdowns, masks save lives, months pass by, get tested, vaccines save lives, months pass by, death toll tallies, economic collapse, months pass by, masks don't work, vaccines don't work, the tests don't work, get tested anyway." Do you see it yet? Climate change, sex change, follow the science. Men are women, ignore the science. Women are cis, they don't exist. Breastfeeding is chest feeding. They, them, kids are sexual. Little girls are kinky. 8-year-old drag queens because trans is beautiful and degeneracy is tolerance. Do you see it yet? 1776, 1984, left, right, Democrat, Republican, capitalism, sexism, racism, socialism, communism, globalism, new world order, chaos, disorder, BLM, CRT, MAGA, Antifa, defund, debase, erase, virus death toll declines, crime death toll surges, open borders, kids in cages, kids trafficked, kids raped, kids killed in the womb. Get jabbed anyway. Variance, because you're not complying. Do you see it yet? Do you see it yet? Do you see it yet? Thank you. God bless.
more time, New York, Nadia. I guess Instagram and YouTube. She's not all the way shut down on YouTube. Our next guest has been with us since the beginning. She's been part of our Freedom family. She's a pediatric occupational therapist, founding president of Play for Promise nonprofit, which is a nonprofit working with marginalized families and supports childhood development locally, nationally, and internationally. Please give it up for Raquel Olmo. Come on, Raquel.
All right, my talk is going to be pretty simple, but I want to start by asking if I can speak to your higher selves. And if I can speak to your higher selves, I need you to raise your hands. Everyone, I'm talking to your higher selves because that's who we need right now. All right? Yes, we have God in us. So I have my singing bowl, which people know, but I'm just going to go ahead and hit it just to kind of clear out the space a little bit, okay?
In the building? In the building.
So as Kevin mentioned, I'm a pediatric occupational therapist, and I've traveled to many, many places, and I choose to work in marginalized communities. They're suffering so much. They were suffering well before COVID, and they're suffering more now. Why? Because there's a lack of love, and that's a big problem. That's our main problem. Right? I choose to connect with children, but with their parents as well, through love and laughter. This last year, my job has been more difficult emotionally. It's been harder to make the connection because our emotions are literally masked. But I refuse to give up on that connection. Instead, I emoted more, I was more animated, I was much louder because I needed them to hear me, see me, feel me. I received more positive responses by just being more animated. And the kids even rebelled by pulling my mask down. And when they would pull the mask down, I would hear this squeal of laughter. They were so happy. And these parents who ask, why do you wear masks? Why aren't you educating parents? That's the question I get a lot. My parents are living in fear. My parents, many of them are functionally illiterate. So what they have is the TV and the radio, and they're being told fear, 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 fear. So I have to wear my mask so they allow me to come into the house. I come into the house and I do my best to give as much love. And when they see their children pulling my mask down, they've even asked me to leave it off. They're like, leave it off. They're happy, and they feel it. So I see the tensions ease, and I see the joy it brings to their babies and to a full house, just to see a full face. In that moment, there's a return to pure humanity. This gives me hope that the masses will awaken and we will overcome. I know it's possible to dispel lies and to acknowledge that we are truly resilient and loving beings. However, we have to be wise in our approach. We have and we will continue to have lawsuits, but that's not enough. We have and we will continue to have rallies, but that's not enough. That's why we have to elevate. We have to have our higher selves doing the work. And it's not by arguing, it's not by being angry, because that's not our higher selves. All right? We have to vibrate higher. So here are some numbers. Shame, 20 hertz. Aren't we all getting shamed for not being vaccinated? They want to lower us, right? Fear, 100 hertz. Isn't that what's constantly being blasted? Anger, 150 hertz. Now, plenty of us have felt angry. And that's what we need when we're talking to people. That's what we need to pause. Love. Love is 500 hertz.
Wow.
Joy is 540 hertz. Peace, 600 hertz. And enlightenment, 700 hertz. Huge difference from those lower vibrations. This is where we need to be. This is where we need to stay. There's gonna be times where we're angry and we're fearful. Let's acknowledge that, but let's not stay there. Okay, your higher self is strengthened when you vibrate high and you share that with others. Believe you me, there are plenty of vaccinated people who I've been able to calm down just by saying, you know what, I care about you. I care about you. Can I share something that might help you? And then they realize how regretful, how remorseful they are for taking this shot. But I came to them with love. I didn't come to them with anger. Shift your energy with your actions. Kevin did a great job with the music. We were dancing, we were vibing. That's what we need to do more. Dance, sing, laugh, express affection. If you're out, surprise someone by buying them a bottle of water, a cup of coffee. You have no idea how much joy you will bring to that person and to yourself, and I will keep on vibrating throughout. If you can do it in a group, that's even better, because it's synergistic. But if you can't, you can always do it alone. Then go talk to people. Come from a place of love first. Love yourself first. It's easier for you to love others. We have to share as much knowledge as possible, but we can't do it from a place of hostility. These entities causing the chaos know this and want us to behave this way because it won't galvanize us. It won't strengthen us. It won't be our highest selves. And when we vibrate, they have no power. When we vibrate higher, they have no power. We can create from the peace of freedom, which is truly what we want, only when we vibrate high. And in the words of Walter Mercado, anyone who's Latino knows this, paz y mucho, mucho amor. Thank you guys.
Follow Raquel on Play for Promise, play the number 4, Promise. Our next speaker is another keynote, another